I love slop. I love slop. I love slop. Crispy critters, Batman. Crispy critters. How are we doing? I'm late. Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you guys. This is the first time I've ever been late to a stream in my life. I was lying down on my bed watching TikTok, and then I nearly fell asleep. So I went on a run. I went on a run today for like I was kind of tired. I had like 5 hours of sleep instead of like the 8 you're meant to have. I was kind of like, okay, so there's two ways I can fix this. I can go back to bed and sleep and then probably fuck up my sleep, or I can go on a run. So yeah, I went on a run for like 2 hours. My microphone's turned up. It's turned up. I love Undertime Slopper. This is your first live. Get out of here while you still can. While you still can. I don't know what we're gonna do this stream. I'm kind of just winging it a little bit. I did have some ideas. Let me put some music on. Everybody wanna be a superstar. Drive fancy cars. No, I'll do some Oblivion music. Morrowind. Do do do. JCS? Maybe. There's a video I wanted to watch though. It's an SFM video, and it's called Emesis Blue, and I've seen it been shilled everywhere. But it is literally 2 hours long, bro. Like it is long. It is long. Has anyone heard of that? Emesis Blue. It's a Source filmmaker film, and it's like 2 hours long. I just see it being shilled everywhere. I'm not really sure why. You already watched it? It was great. We could watch that. I don't really feel like doing JCS today. Atomic Bussy. Believe me when I say there has already been art commissioned of the Robot Twins. Believe me when I say that. Thank you, Mormar, for 2 months. What time is it in the UK? It's like 5. It's like 5 o'clock. I got up early today for once. I got up at 9. Which is like, you know, unheard of for me. But yeah, no, I'm unironically, my sleep is still recovering after Atomic Heart. I don't think I can ever finish a game in one sitting again like that. From beginning to end, because that has actually made I've been really productive this week video wise, like getting content, but yeah, my sleep has been suffering like super bad. Sons of the Forest, I finished it. Cheesy McSqueezy, thank you for joining. We've got TTS on, by the way, if you want to do like a funny TTS. And I have I've managed to do a workaround for the echoing, so that's fixed. Please never do that again. I'd rather not sit here for... I mean, you didn't have to be here for 13 hours, man, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Play Ultra Kill? Yeah, I will. I want to, like I said, I want to kind of make that an event. I want to like... Also, I think I think I'm gonna get a streaming PC today, or like buy one, not actually have one arrive. I need that. SpongeBob when he looks at water, I need it. Thank you, Nick Games. Whenever someone joins or donates and then their first name is Nick, I am so apprehensive of reading it out loud. I've got to read it in my head like 30 times. Sunny V2, he hasn't really uploaded anything I want to watch. Atomistic, thank you for joining. I mean, has he uploaded anything? I usually just get shit on now for reacting to him. I've noticed that there's like a Sunny V2 hate train slowly growing, which is just, that always seems to be the case for any YouTuber that gets big. What did he upload? He uploaded that Minecraft guy that was like a creep and he got kicked out of the Dream SMP. Joe Rogan. YouTubers who ruin their image. Okay, this could be, okay. I see Sam, okay, I might react to this. I see Sam Pepper. And I've had personal, like, beef with him. Okay, this could be funny. Oh, we're gonna watch some fucking Sunny V2, mate. Oh, put a shrimp on the barbie, mate. All right, I will look at Eminis Blue. I mean, this is only like 10 minutes, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, but the Eminis is, am I saying it right? Eminis? Emesis Blue. It's 2 hours, bro. It's 1 hour and 40. It's actually insane. Hey, Pyro, have you heard of the game Signalis? I get mentioned. Signalis gets brought up, I think, every single stream. I played through half of the game, and then I kind of got burnt. I kind of lost interest in it. I will do Signalis at some point, but I need to start from the beginning, because it's just been so long. It's almost like finishing, like getting halfway through Silent Hill 2, and then you pick it up 2 years later, and it's like, no, I want to restart. Play Pizza Tower. Okay. Okay, it could actually be... It could be Pizza Tower. It could be. It could be a Pizza Tower stream. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, let's do Sunny, because I'm kind of just looking at the messages, not really. Can you allow Walter White for 5 seconds? Hi, I have cancer. Thank you for the gifted, Miyoti. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lois, for joining. JPEG for the 6 months. Why am I not being notified about these? Wait, is it the filter? Oh, right. Hang on a minute. So, they've upgraded they've changed their system on... Oh, that sucks. Super chat, sponsorship, merch, purchase. Okay. Is it sponsor? Oh, it is sponsor. Okay, it is sponsor. Okay. No, because they've changed the super chat, the stream elements layout, and I thought that they removed people that joined. You know, just so I can't even say thank you anymore. Ah, it even shows the months as well on the tab. That's cute. Okay. All right, let's do Sunny Fart 2. I want to see what he's been up to. We'll do one video before I get cancelled. Yeah, I swear I only use Opera GX when I'm streaming as well. Sunny's a gold mine. Yeah, he's uploaded a lot of videos. I think this is going to be the only one I'm going to actually watch. Play Sons of the Forest. I finished it yesterday. Crispy critters. Opera GX or Pyro's Twitter god. Nah, it's genius how whoever's running that account is actually such a shill. It's hilarious. I love it. Like, they sent me some gift card for Steam, and it's like, I'm a multi-millionaire, and you're sending me this. Like, why? Bro, my TTS, my $10. What happened to the TTS? You didn't give anything. You didn't give anything. Hang on a minute. My YouTube profile? What about it? Oh. Shit. Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna do a TF2. I'm just gonna man up. I'm gonna man up. I've got to change something though. Hang on, because I don't think people are getting. I think people that are super chatting, they're not actually getting it come through, and I got to default to the old one. What is it? It's the activity feed, right? Yeah, how'd you go to the old activity feed? There we go. Okay. Okay, so a lot of people have donated, by the way. A lot of people have gave money through TCS. I'm gonna go through those right now because I've got to just go back to the old overlay. Hang on, because the new overlay isn't showing donos for some reason. Hang on. Yeah, to anyone that's donoed, I'm just gonna accept it right now. Hang on. Yeah, don't get yourselves worked up over the profile picture. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. It's just a robot. Why can I never drag it into the fucking... It's so annoying when it does that. No. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go through these donos. They should work. Let me try just one.
Late again, Pyro. That's another W for chat and an L for you.
True. Right, I'm just gonna accept all these.
My fellow Americans, I am here today to decree the shameful actions committed by the people on Rule 34. Atomic Heart literally just came out and there's already porn. It's disgusting. We need real action here. People, wake up.
Pyro, what would you do if someone donated your exact address word for word?
That'd be hilarious.
Hey dude, did you hear about the Dilbert situation? Or do I have to make a video about it first?
What is Dilbert? What is Dilbert? Is that a bit?
Hey there, see, you were a little late to your stream where you're working on your Dilbert video, or am I gonna have to make it first?
What's the Dilbert bit? Oh, apparently the creator went on some like racist meltdown. It's
an underrated analog horror series. Thoughts on JPEG Mafia?
He's baby. He doesn't like death grips though.
When Fat Cry 2 man, I'm waiting patiently for years now.
I gotta do Cruelty Squad first.
Now it goes through. Anyways, L.
I like how the guy who suggested the analog horror series, his name was Sneed, bro. Like, I'm half expecting just some racist shit. Hang on. Where's Vita? Oh no, I think it's actually legit. Oh no, it's actually legit. But yet your name was like Sneeze. You see, it's a very subtle joke. It's meant to say feed and seed, but it's actually meant to be fucking suck. Right. Okay. All right. Let's watch the man put a shrimp on the Barbie. Who ruined that image. I hope I come up in this video.
These 8 YouTubers did irreversible damage to their channel with one single video, and we're going to begin by talking.
Okay. Let me do lineup. So that's the dog salute guy. What's his name? Count Dankula. I have no idea who that is. I thought that was Brent Riviera. That's Sam Pepper.
And we're going to begin.
That's J Station.
By talking about J Station, whose entire career.
Wait, who's the top row? Logan Paul. I don't know why his hair looks like that. Okay, I'm assuming we can gather that Sonny does not hire an artist to draw this. These images are just like AI generated, right? I think.
YouTube is.
I don't know who that is.
Did irreversible.
I don't know who that guy is. Okay.
Damage to their channel with one single video, and we're going to begin by talking about J Station, whose entire career came to an end as a result of an upload titled "My Girlfriend Alexia Died, Rest in Paradise."
I don't think any singular video killed J Station's career. I think he systematically, like, I think he uploaded so many videos that people just hated on. I mean, like, for example, the video that Nerd City and Colossal made together, right? Just showing that over the years, this guy would make absolutely deplorable content over and over. And the best thing is, the more cancelled you are, your fan base becomes younger because they don't understand what you got cancelled for. So someone that is as cancelled as J Station, like, your fan base would basically just be toddlers that have just came onto the iPad or the internet. Like every year there's a new wave of like summer kids that basically get access to the internet for the first time, and that would be the core fan base.
Last night we lost Alexia around I got a call from her parents.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I only do this if it's hilarious, and this is that time. Hang on. I think my OBS might have crashed. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna stick that in the corner there.
Telling me what happened.
J Station stated that his girlfriend Alexia had gotten into a car crash and as a result had tragically passed away. J Station would also go and visit his girlfriend's memorial on the side of the road.
This is actually the same road that she passed away on, guys. I'm getting.
It's like he's got like the Montclair hoodie on as well. The Montclair puffer jacket that was probably like 2K easy. It's just everything about it is just so insincere, man.
So emotional just being on this road.
Where J Station seemed so emotional that he could barely get out of the car to look.
Hey man, everything's gonna be okay. But just.
I love the hand on the shoulder, man. It's so insincere, right? It's like it's gonna be okay, bro. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm here for you, bro. I'm here to give you support. There's just something so insincere about people being like cameramen and also like the best friend.
Just go say the final goodbye for her. Everything's gonna be okay. I don't know if I can do this.
However, his extremely emotional state here ran contrary to a video that he'd post 3 days later, titled "Dead Girlfriend Ouija Board Challenge at 3 AM Gone Wrong."
He did a video on Mac Miller. I remember that. When Mac Miller dies, he did a summoning Mac Miller at 3 AM. Did he do it for Tentacion as well? I remember. I don't think he did Etika. I don't remember now. I think it was that Asian kid that did Etika. What was his name? The one that did like the Among Us potion. It wasn't J Station. Was it J Station? I feel like it's been so long now. Did he do? Was it him and the other kid? NNA Productions. That's right. NNA did an Etika video. I remember that. Let me look up J Station Etika. Oh my god, yeah, no, he actually did that. Jesus. I did a video on that as well. Like it got completely removed from my memory. That is, yeah, no, he did a 3 AM video on Etika. It's just like these people are just such vultures and parasites, man. It's unreal. Like these people have took the notion any news is good news and they've just ran with it. Like, yeah, if I get everyone to hate me and I get death threats at my door, at least I'm popular.
In which he couldn't stop smiling.
We're doing the Ouija board challenge on my dead girlfriend. Let's smash the like button right now, guys.
Why do they all have TikTok accent? They all have TikTok accent. You call it TikTok accent or you call it Mr. Beast accent? So what we're gonna do, guys, today is insane. I'm gonna do this thing, and it's gonna be crazy. I have $10,000, and I'm gonna give it to the homeless. Even Mr. Beast speaks like that. It's TikTok accent or it's Mr. Beast accent. It's such a bizarre... It's almost like... I think I went on this tirade before, like a couple streams ago, but there's this thing called like newsreader accent, where like newsreaders in America will purposely sound very neutral, because if they have a heavy accent, apparently it turns other viewers off. Like if you live in New York and you hear someone with like a southern accent, apparently you might not like it. So it's more appealing to have a very rounded, neutral accent. But all the people on TikTok I see that do like challenge content, they all sound like Mr. Beast. TikTok girl voice, yeah, literally. I just did this thing, and it was insane. 1 like equals 1 prayer.
1 like
I just said 1 like.
equals 1 prayer.
Okay. I was not even reading that on screen. I literally just thought 1 like equals 1 prayer. Oh my god.
Alexia, guys, rest in peace.
J-Station's complete lack of emotion in this new video led fellow Canadian YouTuber Some Ordinary Gamers to call the Canadian police and see if...
Could you imagine this guy like going to court and having to like testify or like stand for trial and defend himself? I did not do it, Your Honor. What I did was not that thing. That is cringe.
any Alexia Morano had recently passed away.
No, I don't have anything by that name on the system.
Nobody by that name specifically has suffered any form of death, right?
No.
I remember this. I remember when Mutaha did like a deep dive into just how much of a scammer J-Station was. It was genius.
I have an Alexia, but there's no death in that.
As mentioned by the police officer, nobody by the name of Alexia had died, and after other channels such as Penguin Zero covered the story, Alexia came forward to confirm that she was still alive.
I'm sure a lot of you are really confused as to what's going on right now between me and Jay and the videos that he posted.
Alexia would go on to explain that she had nothing to do with the J-Station videos.
I was not a part of any of them. It was just...
Critical did it first. Thank you, Homo and Ray Gooner, for joining. Critical actually, I think he shouted me out in one of his videos, in like one of the last 2 videos or something. It's something about was it the Polish, the thing with the dog or something?
Just Jay, and I didn't even know what he was gonna say in those videos before he posted them.
And as a result, the two had broken up.
I felt like he was just constantly being mean to me for some reason. The times that he was mean to me, it's just like he was so mean.
I'll be honest though, very rare level-headed take from J-Station. Break up with your girlfriend and then proceed to make a video pretending that she died. Very level-headed take there. Incredibly rare J-Station W.
However, J-Station then clapped back by showing Alexia helping out with the videos before trying to expose Alexia as being the crazy one out of the pair.
You are honest to God crazy.
I've been a good person to you, Alexia.
You're a trash human being. Look online. Everybody hates.
I imagine that honestly these two are probably just both not very good people. I hate to admit it. Like obviously J-Station is a million times worse. But but like, you kind of think at some point, if you're dating someone like J-Station, you kind of, you know what you're in for. Like, come on.
A good person to you, Alexia.
You're a trash human being. Look online.
I also like how he's doing like the sad hand on head thing, you know, because he knows he's being filmed. This is like our equivalent of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. This is like the YouTube equivalent of this.
Everybody hates you, Jay.
This one original video didn't only lead to the collapse of their relationship, but it would also eventually result in J-Station's entire channel being deleted. Therefore, J-Station probably should have gotten some advice from Sam Pepper, who had already ruined his image by posting an idiotic fake video. It went by the now infamous title Killing Best Friend Prank, and it began with Sam stating this.
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being...
This is a classic. This is Sonny should not even be talking about this. This should be in the history books. This should be up there with the 10 Commandments.
Killed in front of him.
The premise of the prank was that
I just like how people at the time actually thought that this prank was real as well. It's like, today guys, I'll kill my friend. He's gonna be like really scared.
2 friends get taken to a rooftop somewhere where one of the friends who was in on the prank is shot with a fake gun to see how the other friend will react.
I remember I don't know if you guys remember this. I might have mentioned it a little bit ago. But Sam Pepper, because he's one of those people that lives in LA and he will never truly die. He'll just keep kind of evolving, but not in a good way. Almost like, who else can I leech off of? I think he DM'd K. I mean, okay. So let me give an example of the kind of person Sam Pepper is. Sam Pepper copyright striked 3 of my videos I made on him, one after the other. He has done the most damage to my like career out of like any person ever. He was the closest person to me getting my YouTube deleted out of any drama I've been in, like ever. So he did that. We like resolved our differences or something aside, and then he fell off because everyone kind of realized all your pranks and stuff you do, that they're hollow, they're shallow, they're fake. And then he had an NFT as his Twitter profile picture. He had a Twitter NFT as his profile picture. And then he DM'd KSI, reaching out to KSI, saying like, hey bro, you know, you good? You want to like collab? And then KSI tweeted out the DM saying like, you know, stay the fuck away from me. I know that you are a little leech. I do not want anything to do with you. I'll see if I find it now. It's really funny. Hang on. But yeah, I just like how KSI of all people is like, no, fuck off. Oh, here we go. He might have deleted it. No, we got it. I've definitely shown this before, but whatever. There's new people every stream. I don't care. All right, here it is. So he goes, not today, not today, Satan. And this is Sam Pepper with his NFT profile picture. And he goes, would you be down to chat sometime privately? I'm back in the UK. We used to get on okay. I'd love to let you know something that's happened. Maybe just catch up. I'm staying clear from you, Lamau. I just love how... I love how that's KSI that does that as well. Rare KSIW. Rare KSIW. Do I hate KSI? No, definitely not. He commented on my... that film review I did of him and Casper Lee. He commented on that saying Lamau. I don't hate him. I just wish he'd shut the fuck up about Prime. It's like, bro, you got a side hustle. I get it.
Even though they eventually revealed that the whole thing was one giant prank, the absolute magnitude of the stunt helped it to go viral, racking up over 9 million views in a little over 3 weeks. But while the extremity of the video helped it to go viral, the prank also began to receive an unbelievable amount of backlash. It was obvious that Sam didn't care about the controversy in the beginning, as
they look like they're part of a boy band. They look like that. You can tell this was like 2015 YouTube. Belch. You can really tell this is 2015 YouTube though. Just the way that they're all dressed.
In the beginning, as he'd respond to the drama by promising to delete his YouTube channel if he was
I remember this. He started his... of course it's in LA. I laugh. He tried to beat people to the punch and he started his own like GoFundMe, but it wasn't even a petition, it was a GoFundMe. It's like, how much of a scammer can you be? If you did your own like petition, that's kind of funny because it's like, you know, I gotta get rid of the Oscar actually. That's kind of funny because you're like self-aware, but yeah, by doing this, by starting like a GoFundMe, you're literally just trying to make money off it.
Donated 1.5 million on...
I look like him. How? Oh, we're both white. I get it.
GoFundMe.
Your goal's pretty steep here. $1.5 million.
I just thought if everyone hates my channel so much, they got to put that money.
How old is this Keemstar video? It looks like he's in a padded cell. Look at the backdrop. What the hell?
Where that mouth is, you know.
Yet this only seemed to add more fuel to the fire, as he was still getting heavy backlash over 3 months later, at which point it became all too much to handle. Sam Pepper would not only delete the original prank, but he'd rather unlist every single video from him.
I remember this as well. I remember this. This is when, this is after he copyright striked all my stuff. And then he uploaded a video. The video wasn't an apology to me, but yeah, I remember that.
His entire channel, leaving only one fresh new upload titled I'm Sorry, in which he'd come forward and explain that the video was fake.
No wonder people hate me. Like, I've been an idiot. Like, I've been stupid. You know exactly what I'm going to...
I remember when he did an interview with Keemstar, and he was like just on his phone in the back of an Uber. It's just like, how how fucking lazy can you be? Like just, bro, just sit in a room with a mic or something. If you're not at home, just like borrow someone's microphone.
So now, of course, it was fake.
However, the damage
It
had
is
already
fake.
been done. And while Sam Pepper has since had some success on TikTok...
That's right. He became a shorts merchant. So he's moved away from TikTok. He's moved away from YouTube now. I think he still uploads, but not like a lot. Hang on. Is this his channel? Filipino village lives in graves. I tried picking up men as a Thai ladyboy.
I have to speak to my pimp real quick. 1,000 baht for both of them's a little bit much. It's too cheap.
Is that Finster? Anyways. Yeah, I don't... I think he became like a TikTok merchant, which is what a lot of them end up becoming. Yeah, there you go. 4.5 mil. That's a lot. Yeah, 4.5 mil is good. That's healthy. I've only got like 50,000 followers on my TikTok. So yeah, that is just yeah, it's just shorts merchant. Becoming a shorts merchant is genius because you make $0. You make literally $0, but you do get a lot of clout from it. But yeah, just $0.
Channel never really recovered after posting the best friend prank. Brooke Hout's
Look at his profile picture. Whose profile picture?
channel never recovered either, as after posting the best friend prank, Brooke Hout's channel never recovered.
I don't know who this is.
As after she'd accidentally uploaded a video of her mistreating her dog, her reputation was destroyed permanently. In the lead up to posting the video, Brooke Houts had gained 327,000 subscribers, which, as you can see from the videos on her channel, had been aided by her pet Doberman named...
This was not the one that had sex with the dog. No, she had blonde hair. Please don't tell me it's that girl.
Sphinx. Brooke always put up the facade that she loved her dog more than anything else.
No, I do remember this. I remember this actually. Yeah, vaguely. She was like mistreating a Doberman and then she tried to like cover it up and stuff.
Me and my dog are really close. We're besties. We hang out 24/7. More like 25/8. Am I right?
However, less than a month after stating this, on the 6th of August 2019, Brooke would accidentally upload a full uncut clip of
this
her
is it. Yeah. She's being like a prick to her dog.
Pranking the dog while treating it like absolute garbage. As the video began to spread throughout social media, almost every single news outlet wrote an article on the story, prompting a change.org petition titled...
It's so genius though. Whenever you see an influencer like harass an animal, it's over. I remember when was it Alinity who threw the cat, and then I think Only Use Me Blade also like harassed his pet or something. But yeah, I swear it's just the worst thing, and it breaks that facade as well. Because if you make your entire personality about like I'm so wholesome and I've got like a hecking pupperino, and then you just treat the animal like shit behind closed doors, yeah, it just makes you an asshole.
Banned Brooke Houts from YouTube, which received over 67.
One thing I love about these change.org petitions, they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. They are pointless. It's like monopoly money. Like what happens, bro? Oh, we hit 75,000. What happens then? Do the internet people come out like from the sewers and they take her away? It's like no. It'll just then say let's get it to 100,000. It's so pointless.
1,000 signatures. Peter would also take to Twitter in a post hoping that she was banned from the platform, yet incredibly her channel remained active, helping her to post a bizarre apology video about a month after the original incident.
First, I want to start this video by saying thank you. I just want to genuinely say thank you.
Although this video did nothing to fix her image.
I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you to Peter. Thank you to Peter for calling me out, because by Peter calling me out, I actually got a little bit of respect back from Peter haters.
After taking a 7-month break from the platform, she'd return with an upload titled Where I've Been, which received an impressively terrible 98% dislike ratio, solidifying just how much
That's really
damage
bad. Damn. I've actually never seen a ratio that bad. That's like the second worst ratio I've seen in my life.
Ratio, solidifying just how much damage this one video had done. However, at least Brooke was never arrested for the controversy, as when Count Dankula posted a 2-minute 23-second clip of his dog, he'd end up appearing in court. The video was uploaded in April 2016, and the premise was as...
Wasn't this sent to his girlfriend, but then like he just posted it publicly, I think.
follows.
Girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how...
Thing is, I like how this video is YouTubers who ruin their image with one single video. I don't think Count Dankula ruined his image with this video. I think his fan base genuinely didn't mind that much.
Cute and adorable her wee dog is, so I thought I would turn him into the least cute thing that I could think of.
In order to achieve this, Count Dankula taught his dog to perform a very controversial salute, with the video racking up 2 million views in the weeks after it was uploaded. Initially, the video was seen as a bit of comedic fun. However, on the 18th of February 2017, approximately 10 months later, Count Dankula would post a picture to Twitter confirming that he...
The thing is as well, it's like by him being arrested... Okay, let's say you think what he did is wrong, right? You're like someone like, you know, you're someone that's seen this online and you think it's wrong and he should pay for his actions. By arresting him and having media get involved, you are just you are giving him attention. It doesn't make any sense. You're literally handing him a W. You're handing him a W. He knows it's free press. It's at that time, there's two YouTubers in the UK called TGF. There's a white guy and a black guy, Jay and Ramel. And the white one, Jay, he got his head stuck in a microwave. And they had to get like the fire department to get him out, to like rescue him. And he loved it. He loved the attention. And he had like BBC saying like, it's embarrassing what you've done. Don't you think it's embarrassing? He's like, no, I think it's like sick in it. I'm getting like attention. And it's true. It's like, it doesn't, by giving an e-celeb more attention, you basically just help them. You further their career. It just doesn't make any sense.
Just a picture to Twitter confirming that he'd been arrested and would have to appear in court for posting the video. 5 months later, Count Dankula would take to Twitter once again, stating, "Trial starts tomorrow, no jury, only a judge. But it will be an open trial, as in members of the public can attend, and as a result, many fans showed their support at the trial." However, this didn't seem to have any impact on the decision made by the judge.
Yeah, I think that's the only kind of L, because it's like, because he's got so much support, that would probably make the judge even more bitter. And the judge would probably be told, okay, this guy's got a lot of support. You need to give him like a hard sentencing. He's got to be the fall guy.
Judge who ruled Count Dankula guilty and ordered him to pay a $1,000 fine. The judge stated, as a matter of law, the test is not whether the video was offensive, but whether it was grossly offensive. I concluded that your video was not just offensive, but grossly so, as well as menacing. Count Dankula was able to overcome this hiccup and still maintains his popularity on YouTube up until this day.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was ever going to be career ending. I don't think he does not have the fan base for that. If he was like one of these like wholesome chungus YouTubers, like the Minecraft YouTubers or something, and he did something like that, it would be over. It would be Joe Biden over. But because he's got that like kind of more edgy fan base, like yeah, they wouldn't give a shit.
To overcome this hiccup and still maintains his popularity on YouTube up until this day. However, the same can't be said for the Try Guys member Ned Fulmer, whose entire career came to a crashing end after a single video was...
This is so good. I love this drama because it literally is. It just pulled the cape of like how group channels can just crash and burn horrifically, because there was so much resentment building up with the Try Guys for such a long amount of time, and then as soon as Ned got exposed, they were just fully able to go at him. The three Try Guys that are left, they have done so many like snide references about Ned in videos. It's great.
Posted of Ned cheating on his wife. The girl in the video was fellow BuzzFeed employee Alex Herring, who had been in BuzzFeed videos with Ned before.
The best thing is about Ned, I think, was the only one out of the Try Guys that was married, and his entire archetype was, I'm married. I love my wife, guys. I just can't communicate how much I love my wife. Thank you, Mystic Plague, for joining.
And after the original screenshot of the two kissing went viral, a bunch of other evidence surfaced to confirm that Ned and Alex had been seeing each other behind the scenes. The event was so scandalous.
Oh, that's right as well. It was an employee that he was seeing. So that made it even worse. It wasn't like someone that he was like seeing, you know, completely unrelated. I mean, they probably would have kicked him out anyway, or put him on hiatus, but because it was an actual employee, he was screwed.
Not only because Ned, his wife, and Alex were all public figures, but because Ned's main shtick within the videos was that he loved his wife so much and was therefore extremely dedicated to the marriage.
I love my wife.
Ned was literally known as the wife guy and would constantly talk about his wife and how much he loved her, to the point where people have made compilations on YouTube of him mentioning her. As a result of the scandal, Ned was fired from his high status position as one of the Try Guys, which was followed by the group posting their own video to explain the decision.
Ned Fulmer is no longer working with the Try Guys.
We found that Ned had engaged in conduct unbecoming of our team, and we...
One thing I love about this video is watching it was so painful, because obviously when YouTubers do like these kind of announcement videos, they'll be reading a script, and because these guys, you know, high production, they're probably not even reading a script, they're probably reading a fucking auto prompter that news readers read. But like they're all obviously given their own lines to say in, you know, different parts. So guy on the left will say a sentence, guy in the middle will say a sentence. So whenever the guys aren't talking, they're just looking down like sad little puppies. They're like, I'm very distraught.
We knew that we could not move forward with him.
He's now been fired and has publicly embarrassed his wife and 2 children. Turns out Mr. Nice Guy Dependable isn't so nice and dependable after all. Ned Fulmer had months to stop his eventual collapse. However,
the guy on the left looks pissed. Yeah, no, I think he actually hated Ned, the Asian guy, because he's the one who actually snides Ned the most in like future videos.
PewDiePie wasn't quite so lucky, as after making a single joke in a...
I know the hat he's wearing, so I know what Sonny's going to talk about.
Single video, he'd accidentally changed the social media landscape forever. The video was titled, "I've discovered the greatest thing online," and it was posted on the 11th of January 2007.
It's so weird. 17... That was 6 years ago. Jesus, I'm old. YouTube was such a different landscape then. I'm not saying that to defend him, by the way. He was a fucking moron, but like, yeah, like it was such a different landscape, like what you could do and get away with. Like this was before, you know, the sad yellow dollar sign that basically snipes everyone. The only thing you had to worry about in this era of YouTube were copyright claims and getting a video age restricted. And it's actually very hard to get a video age restricted. As long as you don't include anything in like the first 30 seconds or like any actual nudity, like balls, penis nudity, you probably will never get an age restriction.
17. The premise was that PewDiePie was testing out the website Fiverr.
There's a website called Fiverr where you basically can ask anyone for
Look how skinny he is. This is before he went through like the grind arc.
anything for $5.
And therefore, as you might suspect, the video wasn't all that controversial in the beginning. He'd order a subscribe message from Jesus, pay to have his...
Wait. He was 26 then? He was 26? He was a year older than... What? Bro, I'm a year... I look like I'm 10. Am I meant to look like that in like a year? No way. Was he 26 then?
Pictures photoshopped, and even had someone sing to him in Hebrew. However, it will be after PewDiePie ordered from the guys dancing in the jungle that things became controversial. As a part of the Fiverr deal, PewDiePie was given the opportunity to write a 5-word message, which the guys would hold up on a sign in the video. Well, PewDiePie decided to have a bit of fun with it, and wrote an anti-Semitic phrase just to see if they'd do it. And as you can tell from PewDiePie's reaction, they most certainly did, leading PewDiePie to state this:
I didn't think they would act.
All I'm gonna say is, like, any kind of comment on this, least racist Scandinavian. Unironically, I mean that 100%. I know a lot of Scandinavians. PewDiePie's the least racist Scandinavian.
Actually do it. I feel partially responsible.
Believe me, I've sat through like 5 Forzen streams. That entire nation, there's just something wrong there, man.
But just I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic or whatever it's called. Okay, so don't get the wrong idea. It was a funny meme, and I didn't think it would work. Okay.
Someone said truly based behavior. Yeah, there you go. You're probably from like Norway or Denmark or something.
Which was followed by the video being uploaded as usual. However, the response that the video generated certainly wasn't usual, as
I think this is when Disney dropped in, because Disney owned Maker Studios, which was an MCN. And then I think this is what got rid of Scare PewDiePie. Or maybe it was the bridge.
Only 3 days later, articles began to pop up explaining that PewDiePie had been dropped by his Disney-owned multi-channel network. Upon seeing Disney drop PewDiePie, other advertisers such as Johnson & Johnson, the UK government, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper...
Why is the UK government putting ads? UK government be like, vote for this guy. Nah, I'm good. I don't think I will. Walmart, PepsiCo, and Dish pull out YouTube over hateful video. No, I do remember it wasn't entirely PewDiePie's fault here. I remember they found a lot of like racist content on there. And like they found some really weird shit, like some edgy stuff that they didn't like. But I remember like all the articles would put PewDiePie at the front just because his happened like, you know, in tandem. But he wasn't the sole reason.
Removed all advertising from the platform, fearing that they might be put beside some unsavory content. In order to get these advertisers to return, YouTube introduced the demonetization of non-family friendly content, leading some creators to instantly lose more than...
Okay, this is kind of cap. That did not happen because of that. That happened because of the bridge incident. That actually happened because of the bridge incident. And PewDiePie didn't actually cause the adpocalypse. It was more like he was the spark for it. I reckon, because he said this on a he said this on a live he went on a podcast with some guys that like review anime and stuff, and he basically said like, because obviously PewDiePie lives in Japan now, he basically said like, it wasn't me, it wasn't my fault, but I reckon he definitely contributed to it. I don't think he's the reason. I reckon if he never did that bridge thing, you know, the bridge incident, as we'll call it. What's the bridge incident? He just said the N-word while he was playing PUBG. And then he tried to like apologize for it, and because it was a live stream and he was already panicking, he just made it so much worse because it was a live stream. He was just in pure panic mode. But yeah, after that, demonetization got introduced. But I think if he didn't do that, we would have still got demonetization anyway. I think it would have just came in a little bit later. So I think saying that it's entirely his fault is a bit of a cap. I remember YouTubers were like atting him on Twitter, like actually blaming him, saying like, fuck you, you're the reason I can't make any money, which is, it's cope. That is cope. He may have brought the end times forward a little bit, but he definitely did not cause them. As they say in Terminator, Judgment Day is inevitable.
Half of their revenue.
With us, our YouTube money was cut by more than 60%.
PewDiePie has since made a pretty good argument for why the adpocalypse wasn't really his fault. However, there was definitely no argument that Ryan Taylor could make after he'd post a completely unhinged video titled Nerf War in Toys R Us.
I don't know who this Ryan Taylor guy is. Okay, this is one person, I have no idea who this is.
The video began with the explanation that Toys R Us was closing down permanently, and therefore it would serve as the perfect place to have a Nerf war before they officially closed. However, for the exact same reason, the staff members seemed completely unconcerned about keeping their jobs and began to tackle the boys instantly.
Oh, that's just obviously fake as shit, like, come on. Yeah, it's like, okay, so I've broken into Toys R Us. I shouldn't be here. I'm going to stand danger close, like 1 meter away from the employee and just film him, and he's not going to do anything about it? Okay, sure.
After this exchange occurred, the conflict escalated further.
You have no authority, bro, so I'll slam you back. Don't try and touch me, bro, and even you. Idiot.
Bro, that's not going to end good, I'm telling you right now.
What is... Even if this is real, it's just so embarrassing. Oh my god. Like, why is he laughing while tackling him?
Which eventually resulted in them being kicked out and wrecking half of the store in the process. The video most certainly received a mixed response. Some people saw it as a hilarious piece of entertainment.
The fact that they thought that that was okay to post afterwards and there would be no backlash. And this was 4 years ago, so this was before TikTok. TikTok, if you posted that on TikTok, you'd get everyone, you know, posting laugh emoji, skull emoji, like LMFAO, bro, I'm dying. On TikTok, you could film yourself shooting a child and all the comments would be, Lamau. So true, bro. But this was before that.
While others saw Ryan as nothing more than an idiot, messing with low-wage workers who were already about to lose their jobs. But while Ryan Taylor had some support for the controversial video, the same couldn't be said for Logan Paul, who quite possibly holds the gold trophy for the most damage done to a reputation as the result of one single video.
What did Logan Paul do? I don't understand. I don't understand what Logan Paul did. This is really surprising, actually. I might have to go against the grain here and disagree with Sonny, because Logan Paul is one of the most respected YouTubers on the platform. He's definitely the golden boy.
Japan Forest Vlog. 3 words that transport everybody back to the 31st of December 2017, when Logan decided that he wanted to have an...
The interesting thing, I like how you can tell he just yoinked to re-upload. The quality's horrendous. But like, one thing I've noticed is how with Logan Paul, like the irony is, I watched the Suicide Forest video that Vice did like a week before the Logan Paul Suicide Forest video. And Vice did a really good deep dive into it about how these people will just go into the woods and then take their own life because like Japan has such like a toxic work culture. It's insane. Like you cannot talk about mental health. You will see like office workers passed out in the street just due to exhaustion. It's one of the most toxic work cultures like in the world, easily. And then you have some people that are that disappointed and they feel like ashamed that they will just take their own life instead of getting help, which is all across the world. But in Japan, it's definitely a lot worse. And then Logan Paul's like, oh, I'm gonna go film a dead guy.
Unconventional New Year's Eve.
2 years ago,
I like how Logan Paul's like, I really hate that part of myself. I've changed. I don't like that part of myself. The bit where I was high energy, I was faking everything. It sucked. So that's why I'm going to do the same thing 5 years later, but now I've grown a beard.
Fell in love with the idea of, for New Year's, slowing it down, like going somewhere.
Like, bro was drinking a Red Bull at the Super Bowl, and he put fucking black tape over it so it gave it no promotion. God damn! If you told me this guy was, like, part of, he was, like, an eighth of Voldemort's soul, like a Horcrux, I'd believe you. I totally believe you.
Somewhere that's really isolated. So we're in Tokyo, Japan, right? I figured this was the perfect time to do it because if you look to my right, low gang, I give you the Aokigahara. Ooh.
After deciding to camp in the forest, Logan and his crew found someone who had recently passed away. And while Logan was extremely serious in the beginning, it wouldn't be long before he began to make jokes. At this point in time, Logan was one of...
It wasn't even that in the video. It was more like he was showing the body and going back and forth like the camera with himself. And it's like, oh my god, there's a person, whoa.
YouTube's most hated creators, so when he uploaded the video, it created the perfect storm for the entire world to pile on with criticism.
I remember as well, when... I'll see if I can find this now. I probably can't. It's probably been buried so much. Hang on. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. So this video, no, the thing is, no one saw this video, bro, and it annoyed me so much. So this is TMZ, and they went up to, I remember this. TMZ went up to Logan Paul, and this was when he was cancelled, by the way. This is like after the apology that he put out and stuff. Carrie just puts the headphones on. It's like, yeah, the TMZ guy's gonna go away. Like, these people are vultures. They'll never go away. Fucking arrogant. The actual arrogance, man. The actual arrogance. Oh, just no understanding of what he's done wrong at all. It's like, yeah, I still make merch. It's like, bro, if you're making like millies on the side. Oh, hang on. Apparently we got like a copyright block or something. What? We detected copyright. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Whatever. But yeah, that was shit. It's just, you can really tell the arrogance of it, man. Like, it sucks. It really sucks. I don't know what. Wait, can you guys still see? What it usually does is it gives you a warning, and then if you don't, like, stop, then it'll actually kill the stream. I think we'll be alright, though, now. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I need to, like... TMZ were quick. Yeah, no, true. TMZ were dead quick on that. Holy shit. TMZ be like, we make money off you. You don't make money off us back. Anyway. Yeah, I think that's it for Sunny. Oh yeah, there was you guys know the tall night that I talked about, right? Apparently there's been an update with him. I might get into that in a second. Apparently there's been a huge update with the tall night, which is interesting. Quite drama. I heard he's putting out a response. That's pretty much it. Oh! Let me go through TTS. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. Actually, let me go through these now.
Hello, Pyro. Hope you're doing well this Sunday. We can see your YouTube profile, bro.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
Person offends got nothing on a 6-hour scene with a fridge. Also, have you seen the video about Gross Score by Karat? 30 minutes, but an interesting watch. Love you.
Gross Score by Kyra TV. What?
Pyro, I love you, but these Sunny 2 videos are a bit low effort.
Okay, I might watch this. Gross Score is hilarious. I'm convinced Gross Score is just a fail troll.
Shadow Money Gang. Among Us. Among Us.
No, but seriously, when are you going to put on makeup again? I'm not gay, but goddamn, I need me some of that piracy.
Bruh.
Ned Fulmer be like, I love my wife so much, I regularly cheat on her. Proceeds to soy face. Hey Pyro, Della here. Remember when PewDiePie had Elon Musk and Justin Roiland on Meme Review and Elon laughed at a dead deer for a minute?
Yeah.
That room must have been rancid.
I do remember that. I do actually remember that.
Hey Pyro, just thought I'd drop by to send you a quick jigsaw video for some laughs. It's not recent, but I'm sure you'll vibe with it. Let me know you want me to send you more Dutch content for lols. Link.
Thank you, MNR.
Hey, Pa, did you know that someone made a browser extension that lets us see through tube dislikes?
I've got an extension, but it's not on... I should probably download it, actually, for, like, here. Probably should download it. Alright, I kind of do want to watch this, though. Because Gross Score's kind of funny. Gross Score is such a... You know, I saw a video of Gross Score, and he was basically saying the benefits of being, like a cuck. Like, I don't even mean, like... I mean, like, a literal cuck. Which is fine, like everyone's into their own thing. But he was basically saying how it just turns you into, like, an intellectual or something. Like, I was crying my eyes out. It was just the worst thing I've ever seen. Mr. Potato, you can copy paste saying quite drama. Like, you've done this. Let me control F how many times you said that. Let me check. Not here. Bro, you've said it 60 times in the past minute. Your fucking life. Anyways. Yeah, I don't want to full screen this because I'm kind of worried about, I'm kind of worried that it's going to get claimed. I really hope they show the cuck thing, man. I really do, because I was crying my eyes out when I saw that. I really hope. It's like a TikTok.
Ali Gross Score Larson.
The Twitter video after 10 seconds because the audio was scuffed. Oh, he deleted the video.
I do have to say again, this guy's British, so I'm sorry. I am very sorry. He is British. There is this trend with British people being kind of degenerates.
You must why? Listen, video, you stupid, degenerate, loser, little freak. It's scuffed, you idiot.
How did this Twitch streamer go from meteoric success?
He never had success. Okay, that's a bit. He was always a mid streamer. He never had success. Okay, he was never big. That's a bit of a reach. I get it. It's a trailer. You're hyping people up. That's a bit of a reach. I remember when he was showing off his kitchen and someone like made it look like a JML ad. And then I remember as well when he was saying that he had to get like a nose job because of his like, he didn't like looking at his nose in the mirror. Or so. I don't know. It's almost like just common people problems, but because it's Gross Score complaining about it, it's just hilarious.
Come on, so like, hey, let's get on to a Skype call.
To a permanent ban.
Guys, I'm not smart. I've never been smart. Look at me. I'm permanently banned on Twitch TV. I'm not a smart person. I'm very dumb.
And how did this happen to him? Not once, but twice.
You know,
it's like when like you get caught by like a teacher and you gotta like make an apology to the other kid or something. I'm very sorry. I will not do it again. I'm very sorry.
You're indefinitely banned for adult sexual exploitation.
From a teenager uploading RuneScape clips to YouTube.
He's a teenager there. He looks the exact same. Just the camera quality is worse.
In 2008, to earning $35,000 per month on Twitch, to begging his audience to subscribe to his girlfriend's OnlyFans so she can pay his rent and stop his possessions being taken by the debt collectors. And of course, making videos about how good it feels.
There it is. I had the best cook. Okay, you know what? We're watching that first. We're watching that first. I don't care.
Ali Grosscore Larson.
The Twitter video after 10 seconds because the audio was...
There's no way it's 43 minutes. Oh, I can't even watch that, man. It's too long. It's too...
Okay, let's get straight into it. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to all the boys out there.
Oh, it's too long. What about this guy?
Bro, did you guys like hear or see his YouTube video? My son was
there. And, you know, what the main thing I want to say is that absolutely love this. I've always wanted a girl like her because I don't know what it is, and I've had this all my life, but I've always wanted a girl that absolutely loves... I love that all my friends would check her out, you know, and say, damn, oh, she's gorgeous, oh, she's perfect. Or they go, your girlfriend is lovely, Ali.
And then I sleep with her and you watch. Okay, I know I'm not one to kink shame ever, but like... It's not even like the fact that he's a cuckold. It's more the fact it's how he presents it. He's got to do like this like year 6 drama level acting of like, my friends will be like, oh fucking hell, mate.
To watch her have sex with other men, from rich and famous on the path to generational wealth to a broke lolcow. This is Grosscore's entirely deserved rise and fall.
Wow! Yoppa! Yoppa! Wow! What the... That was awesome! Oh my god!
League of Legends.
I watched from the corner. That's right. No, I think he says at one point. Can you play the American Dad intro? I think that got copyright claimed.
Was and still is one of the most streamed games in the world. The fan base is massive, and during the early days of the scene, Grosscore had managed to build himself a moderate audience. The 2000...
What is his hair, bro? He looks like Soap McTavish from Modern Warfare.
2014 to 2017 period of his career is one that many early fans look upon fondly. The good old days. It was never without drama or controversy, but at least it was mostly harmless, and he had a genuinely entertaining stream with a personality and vibe that almost doesn't exist even nowadays on the platform.
He does give off like proper UK energy though, right? Like the fact that he's got like so much gold on him as well, like the gold chain, the gold watch.
I'm sorry that I can't be myself on stream. I'm sorry that I can't be a bit negative. I can always be positive, mate, because I'm a robot. Bip boop, bip boop, bip boop.
Known for his energetic, engaging personality, entertaining commentary, and the never know what will happen next factor of a Grosscore.
He's like a British Vars. Vars just sits you down after tying you up, wakes you up, he goes, have I ever told you the definition? I've been a cuckold.
Or stream, it seemed greater success was only a matter of time for Ali Larson. Couple this with a high level of gameplay in League of Legends, with him being in the top 0.1% of ranked players in Europe, and he had everything he needed.
Okay, so he was actually cracked at the game then. He wasn't even just like a personality streamer. I mean, I guess he was, but he was actually good at the game. Which is like it's very rare for people that stream games to actually be good at them at that level.
Unfortunately, due to growing up on the internet, creating videos and live streaming for so long, Grosscore possessed absolutely no filter on what he should or shouldn't say or share with his fan base. This is possibly what made him so relatable and garner such a large audience.
I like how his chat was just spamming nice tits as well, just mass spamming.
In such an early stage of Twitch, if it came to his head, he'd talk about it, no matter how stupid it was or how bad it made him look.
And I did get a bit carried away, and I did touch up like her ass, like here, and I was like, but you know what I mean? Like it's just soft and it's nice.
Add on to this, as a prominent streamer, he was a self-proclaimed lad, and he constantly entertained the advances of girls who followed him, often inviting them over to his home, having them on stream, meeting them at events, and of course privately. Eventually, at a League of Legends official event, rumours started to circulate. Pro players were rumbling that Grosscore had tried to sexually assault a girl who had rejected him. He of course heard these rumours and decided, in his usual manner,
why has the guy got like beer as a profile picture?
To just go on stream and rant about it.
About me, the people, because crap, I've got chat logs of people, I've already seen it.
This is the worst thing you can ever do, by the way, when you have like an allegation or an accusation, is to go off filter, off kilter on a live stream where you can't properly form your sentences and you're driven mostly by emotion. I have never seen anyone go on a live stream to tackle an allegation and it just hasn't been used against them later. It is the worst thing you can do. People that accuse you will have time to formulate like their opinion, their chats, sentences, all that kind of stuff. And if you then use emotion and you go on a live stream and you just start like talking shit, it just never ends well. It is the most disastrous thing. I remember when Shane Dawson was being called out, and then he just went on like an Instagram live calling like the people that called him out like whores and stuff, just driven by emotion. And he's like, to this day, he's basically still like cancelled.
Going around, taking a piss, ha ha ha. Gross score, he got rejected, ha, because he tried f***ing her. The f*** is up with that? Why are you going around trying to paint this image? Because that's what they're doing. They're going around to all these other players saying dumb shit like, yeah, Gross score tried rape girl. That's what I've been told. Hilarious, isn't it? Well, Creppo, be careful, man, because I know about that young girl you slept with, a 15-year-old. Oh, shit, should have said that, but don't worry, buddy. I can play. Don't play a fire, okay? Did you get
Britain finally has its own Keemstar. I'm so happy.
burn? All right, f***er?
As for whoever's in the right of
It's so genius as well. Doesn't even like deny, doesn't even try to like, you know, disprove his own allegations with any proof. He's just like, oh yeah, you slept with a 15-year-old.
Wrong here with accusations without evidence on both sides, I can't confirm. But the person Grosscore accuses here of a pretty heinous act worked for League of Legends developer Riot Games on their professional esports broadcast, which of course was partnered with Twitch.tv, which is the website where Grosscore's...
Wasn't that guy actually cancelled or not? That Crepol, or am I thinking of someone else? There was a shoutcaster that was actually like fired for stuff like that. It might not be him though. Thank you, Ryalin, for 5 months. Appreciate it.
Entire career existed. And so, with that, Grosscore received a permanent ban from Twitch.
Someone said put captions on. Yeah, no, he is, yeah. To be fair, I can't understand him either.
And now I'm permanently banned because everything that happened yesterday, I'm permanently banned. It's over. This is how it ends. It's over. It's finished. Everything, all the time I put into
it's Jova.
Everything is done in a heartbeat.
It's Jova.
It's over.
It's Joe
Now,
Biden
of course,
over.
when this happened in April of 2016, for someone who was averaging thousands of concurrent viewers and earning thousands of dollars each month, this was essentially deleting his entire career. He had very few options to continue, with Twitch being the premier streaming platform currently, and other competitors being drastically behind in either tech, viewership, or both. With that being said...
Yeah, I remember when YouTube Gaming had like a heart. Do you remember when YouTube Gaming was like an actual joke? And now it's actually like, okay, it's not as good as Twitch, but like, it's probably the second biggest live streaming platform, right? I mean, Mix is dead. Hang on, I got some donos.
Hello, Mr. Pyrocynical. I just came here to say that you are awesome, but also, that you are the YouTube ever-based god.
Thank you for the 10, man. Thank you, base god.
Hello, Pyro. I can't say I've been watching since the beginning, but I have been watching since my cousin showed me the Kazoo Kid video. Since then, it's been fun seeing how your channel has changed, and I'm here to see what it brings in the future.
Thank you, man.
Pyro, have you seen the guy Juzu? He tried scripting being kidnapped in Ghana, then they actually beat him and locked him up. Lamal.
What?
Hey Pyro, I've been watching you since I was like 10 when your MLG Teletubbies dropped.
Bruh.
I gotta say, even though you fell off, you're still my favorite YouTuber. Love you.
Bruh.
I don't get it. What? Like, this guy was kidnapped? Was this guy actually kidnapped?
Instead, he moved over to the website Hitbox TV and continued to try and do what he did best: entertain and climb the ranks in League of Legends. Unfortunately, despite some of his audience transferring over to follow him, his viewership was in decline and he had a very low ceiling for growth. This undoubtedly stunted his career, but luckily a year later in June of 2017, keeping his nose clean and not doing anything to garner much more attention in terms of the negatives, Twitch decided to give him a second chance. He was back on the
Considering he's a male, that's actually that's very unheard of, that he's given a second chance on Twitch.
platform and seeing double the viewers he ever saw before the ban. Whether it was the renewed energy for being back where he had a real future, something to grind towards, knowing that he could make it successful, or the fact that there were no other streamers like him in the League of Legends scene at the time, or something else entirely. Either way, he was doing great.
Don't tell me now that Grow Score streams are only 3 hours long. Rip, boring, la 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 la, can't take it seriously. Hey, I'm like a fucking expensive hooker, okay? I only do like 5.5 hours. I don't work like 7 hours a day. That'd be exhausting. I'm out.
Unfortunately, according to his stream analytics, Groscore struggled with something that will become a massive factor later in the analysis of his career: inconsistent work ethic. For a guy who grew up in a caravan with a family without a lot of money, having thousands of dollars each month meant that he could pretty much do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, this is kind of the problem. I mean, like for a success story, someone that comes from nothing and then they actually, you know, get money and they actually build their own like career or like empire or whatever, like it's really wholesome. It really is, especially people that come from literally zero. But obviously, yeah, the problem is like if you're not born into money, you sometimes, if you don't have family surrounding you or friends or like someone that's good with money, or you don't learn how to manage your money, money disappears very quickly and you become an idiot that just buys like really expensive things, just impulse buying. I remember Mr. Breast said this once. He basically said when he first started getting paid by YouTube, he became very material and he was buying all these like expensive clothes, like, you know, Gucci, Louis, all that kind of stuff. But then he kind of realized, I don't feel any happier buying it, so I'm just not going to do that anymore. Obviously, Carl Jacobs and Chris the Meme God did not take the same advice because they still wear Gucci in every video. PS5 shirt? It's not a PS5 shirt. I'm not wearing it this stream, Jay. Fuck off. I'm not wearing it. It's an anime hoodie. But yeah. Basically, just be born into money. There you go. GG.
He didn't live extravagantly in terms of rent or anything like that. And after the initial high of being back on Twitch wore off, he started streaming infrequently, with less streaming hours each time. Due to this, his viewer numbers saw...
When I got paid by YouTube, the first thing I bought, like the first amount of money I had that was my own, that wasn't like, you know, like mummy's pocket money, was shampoo and omega-3 tablets. So you could just tell where my priorities were.
Peaks and valleys, as streaming of course rewards consistency more than almost anything else. You need to be there for your viewers to watch, and if you're not, they're just going to find somebody else to watch, and they might never return.
Okay. We're really turning it into a PS5 bit now? Yeah, okay. Jay, you still there copy pasting PS5 shirt? Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's show him. Let's show Jay because he's lurking on stream again. PlayStation 5 only games. Where is it? Where's the article? Here we go. PlayStation 5 only games. I can't find the fucking article. Where is it? Where is it? Oh shit! Hang on. No, don't do this now. Don't do this now. Did he get it removed? He definitely got it removed. He got it removed off of Wikipedia. Like he cried about it. Okay. So he's two games. The best-selling PS5 video games. There are 2 games. Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank, and they are both fucking remakes of PS2 games and a PS3 game. 2 games. They have 2 games, and both of them are remakes. You know what? I take it back. The PS5 does not have no games. It has 2 games. I'm so happy after owning a PS5 for like 3 years. It now has 2 games. It just says PS5. Okay, you know what? Fuck. Sorry, I just had to go to the other side of my house because I live in a really big house. There you go. There you go. Let it be known, I will never buy a PS5. I'd rather buy a shirt that says PS5 on it than actually buy a PS5. Because it has no games! No games! I bet these are both $60 still as well, like it's Nintendo Switch pricing. Demon Souls? I've got White World consistency. I want to, like, do co-op in Demon Souls. Gotta pay $8 a month. $8 a month. And then the DLC that gives you aim assist. Wrong. Average PS5 owner. If any of you right now, if any of you watching this stream, I've got a plan. Dutch Vandalin, I got a plan. Okay, I got a plan. Most of you watching this stream will have Discord, right? And in Discord, there's a GIF feature. Now, if you type in Sony into the Discord GIFs and you scroll down, there should be a GIF of Charles Bronson with the caption, Sony, stick to making cameras. The guy with the mustache, and he does this. He's like, I want you to spam that GIF in every single fucking group chat you can, because I want that to be the #1 GIF whenever someone looks up Sony. Because Sony, they need to stick to making cameras. Anyways.
If they find someone who is around for them when you're not. At this point, he stagnated for a couple of years. He was streaming, he was living his life, he was getting between 1,000 and 2,000 viewers each stream.
It's like, I fucking hate, I'm timing him out. I timed Jay out. I'm not. Every stream he derails it with the PS5 bit. Like he's rent free. I'm timing him out. I'm not. He is so rent free. He comes into my stream. How long did that bit go on for? How long did that bit go on? I can't be fucked. Fuck off.
But of course, it wouldn't be gross gore without some drama.
Drama, lads. Who wants some drama? Let's make some drama. Hey, there's Emilius, bro. Let's make some drama, lads.
Just crawling around near a woman's ass. This is what KSI would do. I remember when KSI, when he was younger, he like motorboated a girl. He literally put his head and he was like, and then the girl was fine with it, but then he got banned from the event. It was some kind of like games expo or something.
At the RuneScape annual convention called RuneFest, Grosscore arrived and began drinking heavily. During the convention, he managed to get caught on camera doing numerous things that he really shouldn't have been doing, such as the clip you just saw, grabbing a girl and kissing her seemingly without permission, and repeatedly commenting on a woman's breasts to her face, and to his friends to her face.
No offence to the woman. She was wearing a really, really, really revealing top, but I think
I'll be honest, I should have done it, but she was really, really fit. She was like really fit. Like, it's not my fault that she's so fit. I like how his shirt basically just says like how a British person says bottle of water.
A really, really revealing top. But I think a lot of people need to understand that if you're going to wear...
How is it 1984? How is it 1984? He derailed the stream. He derailed the stream again. And he was spamming. He was saying PS5 shirt over and over.
Something so revealing. People will comment on it. Her name was Rachel. I said, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? Rachel. And she's got, hi, I'm Rachel. Hi, Rachel. And I said, Raj, meet Rachel. Raj, meet Rachel and her tits. I
just has no understanding of what's wrong with that.
Following this, Grosscore also got into an actual physical fight with other attendees during the same event, which resulted in him being escorted off premises by the police. As with almost everything in Grosscore's career and Ali Lawson's life, the moment he found out about his ban was captured live on Twitch.
Extremely bad news, I'm not joking. I'm being banned on Twitch for 30 days, starting as soon as I end my stream.
This, of course, wasn't a great look for him.
I like how he's talking about being banned, and he's got like a 4 loss rate.
And for Twitch as well. Just a year ago, they'd given him a second chance, something not many people get. And the last thing you want to do when on your second life with a corporation who doesn't really care about you is to become predictable as a brand risk. He was likely warned that this was the last chance, and from here on...
Yeah, I think Twitch has that problem that a lot of companies do, where it's like, you need to basically be the 1% and you need to be in the group chats. You need to be able to speak to contacts. It's like, when Twitch soft banned me, they removed like my sub button, so I basically couldn't make money unless people were giving donos to me. There were loads of people that subscribed for like months and months in advance, and they were still subscribing, but basically all of that money was going to Twitch. I spoke to support. I made a support ticket. Support ignored me, and then I went around to like other YouTubers that I was friends with, and I was like, okay, you've got like a contact at Twitch, right? They were like, yeah, and I was like, can I speak to them? And then every single Twitch contact I spoke to, they just said like, oh, I can't speak on that. But basically because Dr. Disrespect is suing Twitch, and they are so like, every employee is shit scared of being dragged into a lawsuit, that they just don't want to deal with like anything. They didn't want anything to do with it. But yeah.
He tried to keep his nose clean and work at his career. He started doing cooking streams, raising tens of thousands of dollars in the process from donations, using the money.
But yeah, no, it's just madness with Twitch. Like, if I didn't make the switch to YouTube, to this day, I'd probably still be streaming on Twitch. I'd be getting less viewers, and I'd basically be doing it for free. Unless people, like, donated directly. Because there was just no way to make money off there. They took away the sub button. They took away the sub button. They took away the verification badge. I wasn't even an affiliate, because even an affiliate, you can subscribe to a Twitch streamer. You just get less of a cut.
In his usual fashion, in a completely irresponsible manner, to purchase lavish items such as a new Jaguar, despite already having what he called his dream car sitting in the garage. Though to grow score, and many people who have been lucky enough to earn an amazing living through the exponential growth of social media and content creation, he likely thought the money would just never end, that the good times like his new Jaguar would keep rolling. And he wasn't exactly wrong. In 2021, after Twitch's new terms of service and likely a realization he was wasting the opportunity given to him by being the same on-camera person from back in 2014, which wasn't growing, Ali Larson reinvented his content, reinvented Grow Score. No longer was his stream focused on screaming, going crazy on camera, reacting to situations with his viewers angrily. He was instead reserved, but still energetic and entertaining. Bear in mind, from 2014 till 2021, he'd basically hovered around 1,000, 2,000 viewers at his peak. Within a month of making these changes, he was at 4,000, 8,000, 10,000. It was not only a massive redemption arc for the once permanently banned streamer, but a massive financial opportunity. He was now earning well over £35,000 per month in ad revenue donations, with the likelihood of becoming a millionaire within a year and set for life in 2. All he had to do was keep this up and keep himself out of any drama. So what Ali thought would be...
I can feel, because we're not even halfway through the video, he may be involved in some drama.
A little bit of banter to get roasted by the Reddit community was actually the beginning of his downfall.
Oh no. Oh no. Imagine posting yourself on Roast Me, like, ever. If you have any, like, pending allegation or accusation, that is the first thing they would jump on.
Or at least the second downfall. People were bringing up his past, and they had the receipts. In an attempt to perform damage control and perhaps inadvertently triggering the Streisand effect, Grosco removed the thread on the Roast Me subreddit.
Oh.
Unfortunately for him, Livestream Fails, a community that are best known for reveling in the downfall of...
It's like, I remember KSI like 5 years ago, he made a tweet and he said, I am unhackable. Fucking idiot. He got hacked like 10 minutes later, and then he had to delete the tweet out of like embarrassment. So you don't bait people out. You don't bait Reddit out. They are detectives sat there all day. They will find everything. I remember that thread they did on Boogie 4 numbers. They did like this whole thread on him. Like everything, like receipts and everything. It was insane.
Streamers and basking in the resulting schadenfreude of lives being ruined, picked up on the story and turned it into a lightning rod. At this point, Ali made a video addressing the situation, specifically going through the links posted, of which there were many, and trying to explain context.
I like how he's just in his kitchen. Why is he streaming in his kitchen?
Address and ultimately apologise for the contents of each accusation. He likely thought he could get ahead of this before Twitch picked it up and potentially banned him again.
I regret it so much. It's probably one of the biggest regrets of my life, without a doubt, and I sit here and I regret it every day. It was the worst experience of my life, and still to this day, it's one of the biggest regrets.
I regret it all. I regret it all. It was really bad. It was really bad. I regret it all.
This, which is definitely the biggest regret of my life.
The biggest regret.
Everything I've said in that video, I regret.
I regret.
No doubt, in my brain, the biggest regret of my life to this day. It's the biggest regret of my life still to this day. I regret it. Something obviously.
I like how this guy actually went the extra mile. He didn't only do the regret counter, he gave timestamps in case you wanted to, like, fact check yourself when he actually said regret.
It's stupid to say.
This, as you likely would have guessed, didn't work.
Indefinite. So I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm so used to being thrown around in this community and like being bullied and picked on. They're bringing up stuff from 2016 with the Celestia thing, I think.
When's the podcast episode coming out? We have someone editing the audio, but they have not got back to us yet. I wonder who that could be. Colossal. Colossal is crazy. Didn't edit the audio. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm not sure who, but someone was meant to edit the audio for the podcast and they actually haven't yet.
I didn't do anything. I didn't send Celestia parents any revenge porn. I just showed her mum her Instagram account. Celestia was 18 at the time, going on 19. It was in 2016. I don't know why this is happening, and I get Twitch for trying to protect.
Yeah, like Jay came back for the timeout just to spam Colossal. Yeah, no, it's Colossal. He might like guys. I'm not joking. Colossal has not been talking in the group chat for a couple days, so there is a chance he might have actually died of old age. Like the old guy from Up. It might be like his wife's situation. You know, where the wife died. It might be one of those, like, no meme.
People,
we have not heard anything from him.
I'm so used to this happening to my career. It's just someone out there doesn't want to see us fly. Someone out there doesn't want to see us succeed.
Now for context, the accusation of
we can hope he died. So true, so true. I mean, that means more money for us, to be fair.
Distributing nude images without consent comes from when Grosscore travelled to America as a 23-year-old man to be with then girl.
He's 23? What? Why does he look older than me? I'm 25. Why does he look older than me, bro? That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Am I gonna look like this forever? I think I'm actually gonna look like this forever. Shit. Okay, I think I've actually just hit the realization, like I've peaked. And I'm not gonna look any older. I'm 25. Yeah, I'm 25. You look 19. HRT. No, I don't think I'm trans. No, I don't think I'm on HRT. Bro stopped aging. Stopped aging.
Girlfriend Celestia Vega, who was 17. They allegedly had sex, and when he returned to England, they broke up. At which time he wrote a note to her mother, including a USB.
Bro, turn the age slider all the way down.
Drive, which he said had a video on it, but posted on Snapchat saying it was actually full of Celestia's nude images, which of course would constitute many.
It's not her patron. Nudes and gifts the lot. Mum's gonna kill her, and he's just sipping out of a mug.
Illegal acts, and all documented on his.
Look at this, bro. Think he the thinker. You are not the thinker. What? Who takes a fucking Snapchat selfie and they're just like they pose the camera and they're just like you are not the thinker.
Social media as an admission. This was why he was banned, and he claimed in the apology video going over the claims that this was
least delusional league player. Least delusional.
Was actually just a link to Celestia's Instagram, and they never really even had sex. He was just too embarrassed to admit it, but this Twitter exchange between the pair in August of 2016 would of course state otherwise. It also doesn't help that Grosscore has contextually bragged multiple times as a mid-20-something man of having frequently slept with 16-year-old girls in England, which, while not illegal, as that is the age of consent, would be seen as incredibly weird and creepy, especially if it's a repeated behaviour and coupled with other such allegations.
Why would you brag about that?
Due to this and a host of other sexual impropriety towards numerous women.
I was pissed up drunk and I got my dick out in front of Ice Poseidon.
Oh god.
I don't fucking know. This news to me, right? But
of course Ice Poseidon gets mentioned. Of course Ice Poseidon gets mentioned. You know what's funny? One of my editors, Matthew Ramska, he went to Japan, right? On his own. He was just like having a trip around Japan. And he bumped into Ice Poseidon, and Ice Poseidon thought he was a stream sniper. Ice Poseidon just thought he was a stream sniper. Because obviously, I assume if you're Ice Poseidon, you just assume every human on Earth is a stream sniper. Like you're the center of the universe or something. But yeah, that was funny. I think there's an upload of it somewhere, but
Wait, why would you just randomly whip your dick out? What the fuck?
That's not me. Like, and apparently Ice decided made me do it.
It's unsurprising that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. The camel in this metaphor, of course, being Twitch.tv. They'd given him more chances than he probably deserved, but they were done with taking the risk associated with the gross score stream. Now this, of course, to me, is a clear actions meets consequence situation, though for him, it must have felt difficult to reconcile he'd been banned for things that happened 5 to 8 years in his past, especially since all of this had been public.
I mean, he's messed up 3 times, right? 3 separate bans. So he got the first ban, then he changed his image, then he got a 30-day ban, and then it's the permaban. So the way Twitch works is, if you're a guy, 3 strikes and you're out. If you're a woman, it's probably more than 3 strikes. It's probably a little bit more.
The entire time. In his mind, he'd kept his head down for the last couple of years and was finally on track to fulfill his dreams. Now it's possible, since these things were years ago, had he maintained an apologetic energy after the ban, perhaps he could have found redemption in a rare third chance from Twitch one day, or at least transitioned over to a successful YouTube streaming career. After all, this was no longer 2016. It wasn't Twitch or Hitbox with no viewership. Twitch was garnering a reputation for killing their platform, YouTube were investing heavily in capturing the market share of live streaming audience, and other people...
I think the worst thing that Twitch has at the minute that just makes it unwatchable is, like, whenever I check Twitch, which will be like, I think once a week, I'll have all these streamers that I still follow. I'll click on their stream, and then it will play, like, a 30-second unskippable ad. Sometimes 2 30-second unskippable ads. And it instantly kills any kind of, like, care. You know, almost like... I know this sounds kind of depressing. You know when you're just like scrolling through TikTok or like Twitter and you're just mindlessly scrolling? You're not doom scrolling, but you're just like mindlessly doing it, right? And then as soon as you get an ad, that's what snaps you out of it. That's like, okay, that is so shit and useless. It's actually going to make me click off the app and go be productive. That's exactly what an ad's like on there.
People had successfully transitioned from a career ended on Twitch, such as Dr. Disrespect in Destiny, not to mention the many streamers that moved for contractual gains. Gross score, however, went entirely off the rails.
You're all f***ing idiots if you sit there and think, oh yeah, he's taken the money and scammed us. He took the money and scammed us. Those are...
He needs like different headphones. He needs ones with smaller cups because his head looks like a melon at the minute.
Clubbing. He's out clubbing. You f***ing loser, degenerate f***ing idiots that think that I paid off the f***ing money. I went to a gaming bar last night. I got my ass beat in Tekken. I made a Twitter video talking about that. I deleted the Twitter video after 10 seconds because the audio was scuffed. Oh, he deleted the video. He must... Why? Listen to the f***ing video, you stupid, degenerate, loser, little freak. It's f***ing scuffed, you f***ing idiot.
Throughout the remainder of 2021...
I don't know why. He gives me that energy like he's an informant for the FBI. You know, like those like crime rings they got, like the mafia and stuff? He'd be one of the guys that's like low level. He'd be called like Jimmy Snitch or something. And he'd be the guy that talks shit about everyone, but then he's secretly actually like a rat for the FBI.
And all of 2022, you could visibly see the man unravel in front of your eyes. He was becoming the internet's new lolcow, a name given to people who exist almost entirely to be made fun of online, earning himself Darkside Phil or Wings of Redemption levels of notoriety. People
I love
earning himself Darkside Phil or Wings of Redemption levels of notoriety.
Wings of Redemption, man, absolutely kills me. I love Wings of Redemption. I love Wings of Redemption. I remember when Jack Manifold was streaming, and he was streaming with like some guy called Bilzo, some Minecraft streamer, and they were doing a try not to laugh challenge. And all I was doing was donating Wings of Redemption clips over and over. And I'd always purposely cut it off just before the punchline. So it would end just before he threw the controller against the wall. It was so good. And then Billzo, because he's like a Minecraft streamer, he had no idea what was going on. He didn't find any of it funny. But then Jack Manifold, because he's like semi-based, he actually like started like giggling and stuff like during the bit.
People were tuning into his dying streams that consisted of 100 to 200 people, simply to see him.
Thank you, Lankinson, for 7 months. I got some more donos, actually. Let me let these guys in.
Sup, Pyro. Finally caught a live stream. I'm supposed to studying for a test right now, and so far I already memorized that gross gore loves cuckold. And the PS5 still has no games.
That's a factual statement. That's not even cap. That's just fact. Wikipedia source. Source from Wikipedia.
Prio, you're so handsome and beautiful.
Thank you, Pyro's mum. Okay, that
Hey,
might.
Pyro, I don't have a very interesting or funny bit, but keep up the great content.
Thank you, Snow, for the 10. Okay, so someone called Pyro's mum said you're so handsome and beautiful. I think that was my actual mum, and she misspelt Pyro. P-R-Y-O. Nice one, mum. GG.
Devolve into madness.
They stole my fucking legs. I was good the whole raid. You guys all saw everything. I was from the second I got that raid, I was being a little bitch. No, I'm not coming back. I don't care. Him. Let him find a fucking replacement DPS. Him.
There's something really like characteristic about Groscore, right? That the notifications he's got for like donos and top sub, it's in the impact meme font. There's just something so like Groscore about that, and that wouldn't have been intentional at all.
Him. Everyone watching knows that fucking raid leader. It was, I can promise you, it was Giga Axis. Giga Texas. I guarantee it was my fucked up hater, Giga Tex.
You need to tell your mum you love her. I love my mum. She's based. I'm definitely convinced that was actually her that gave that dono, by the way. I can't check though. No, I can't. Can I check? No, I can't check. Shit. Yeah, it was definitely her. Why'd you give me $10? Like you're basically just you could have gave more than that. You could have gave me $100 or something. Come on.
Texas that was whispering him. Oh yeah, he's a foul. He's a rapist. He rapes people. Right.
Berserker, you write into some scammer and whisper check the name.
Oh my god!
Who's been whispering?
This is like when Jared Leto was auditioning for Joker, man.
Oh my god! He wasn't giving 2 roles. He's a fucking scammer. He was pretending to be him.
His YouTube videos wouldn't get views
Thank you, Alex, for joining.
either, though like many others who lack the ability to reflect on their position, Groscore blamed this entirely on his name.
This is the last video gonna be uploaded to this channel forever. Let me explain why. The name. Gross Gore. The name is vulgar. YouTube limit my videos and my channel because of the name. That's how YouTube is. Gore and gross are considered bad words, so YouTube have been limiting my channel for years since they implemented this system. That's why my channel's got no growth.
This, as with almost everything
Why when he was on about saying, well, my channel's got no growth, I just instantly thought, and that's why the PS5 has no games.
Lawson has said from 2021 until now didn't last for very long, nor was his assessment of the situation accurate, which is also
Am I too old to play Call of Duty Vanguard? People will make videos like that and then cry on Twitter saying my video did 10 out of 10, like the algorithm, it's throwing me out the algorithm. Am I too old to play Call of Duty Vanguard? Am I too old to play Among Us?
a trend. Groscore the name is not the reason why the channel wasn't growing. Groscore the person was. The reason the likes and dislikes are disabled, the comments are disabled, and when they're not, it's full of abuse or full of a dislike.
Thanks for sticking around this long. I don't know how many times I can watch him cycle through the exact same phases. Painful.
Like ratio larger than the like ratio is entirely because of his own behavior. He should have been asking himself the question, why would somebody watch me now? A man who knows nothing except the privilege of a successful career online and refuses to reflect on why it is this happened to him. A man who dines out on the past of being what he refers to as a somebody, who refuses to move on and get a real job, or even putting the time and effort to pursue what he calls his dream.
Where is the cuckolding? Where is the cuckolding? Where is the cuckolding?
I'm gonna get a fucking job. Like, you. Seriously, you. Like, what? Are you crazy? Like, you want me? I know what you're doing. You want me to fucking quit my YouTube? You want to quit streaming? You want to quit Twitter? You want to quit social media to go work a job, making 15 grand a year? Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy?
This is better than the vast insanity speech, definitely. This is miles better than that. He's even saying the same stuff like that. That is crazy.
Are you fucking out of your fucking mind? Why? So we have a little bum like you? F you, man. I will keep on trying to make it fucking work until it
fucking works.
He seems to have forgotten that one of the reasons people...
Yeah, if the guy that voice acted Voss, Michael Mando, if he did that instead, he would have got like an Oscar and an Emmy, man. And Far Cry 3 wouldn't have, like, you know, it would have been the most sold game ever made. If he goes up to, you know, Jason Brody, he's like, fuck you, man, you come on my island, mate. So what, I'll make a cock on you, like, who cares, mate? Fuck you. You'll get me kick off fucking Twitter. Fuck you, mate.
Score in the first place was his related...
He's spitting.
Watched gross score in the first place was...
Enhance. Literally just spitting while shitting his diaper.
Was his relatability factor. How we talked about and how he saw his fans now was no longer compatible with that original relatability. And it's not just that he thinks this way, it's that he lacks the awareness to not hit send after recording the video. He lacks the self-control to simply not reply to the quote, haters. He has no idea that he's fallen into the trap. He's in the lolcow spiral. He does and says things that he believes are okay to do and say. People laugh at him for it. Then he responds to the people laughing at him, giving them more reason to laugh, and on it goes. The only thing he does to break this cycle is to abuse his real fans who try to give him advice. His video releases for around a year was, what would you like to see? Get some suggestions, say he was going to do them.
Yeah, I've seen so many YouTubers that fall into that pit. They'll basically keep asking, like, what do you guys want to see? Like, give me suggestions, which is fine. It's like recycling content, right? Like, I've done that loads of times. But when you see them doing it, like, every other month, then it's like, okay, shit. Like, they've run out of ideas.
And then the next video complaining about how everything was going badly, only to be told, you've not really streamed. You've not really made these videos. You've not really made any attempt to do anything differently. Add on to all of this that Ali Larson, Gross Gore, has struggled with the messaging he wants to send out regarding his past behaviour and ban. At the beginning of it all, he was apologetic, stating he'd grown, he was no longer that person who did those things. But within months, he'd fallen down a real dangerous rabbit hole. After all, when you push somebody to the fringes of society, who is it they will find there? Other fringe individuals and ideas. They are the ones who will side with you no matter what you did. Instead of working on himself and his image, Ali Larson decided to blame his entire situation on other people. He'd actually done nothing wrong, and it was just them that were there to cancel him.
I got banned. That's right, counter-cultured and all that, and a lot of jealous British people, hundreds of British people on Twitch gunned me down because in the UK, we've got something wrong with the society in the UK, no other country in the world, just the UK. When someone's doing well in the UK, it's called the crab effect. They don't want to see you doing well because they don't like you, because they're doing shit. So they want to take you down.
It was at this...
I like how it makes it sound like that's exclusively to the UK, like the rest of the world does not experience any form of jealousy.
Point in his quest to find acceptance among...
Like, he's got the roadman jacket on. He's got the cup of tea. It's just, it writes itself. I could not think of a more British person.
The unacceptable... He likely killed any shot he has of...
He is definitely like 50% why of like Americans think that they can make jokes at the expense of the British. They think that they can because of people like Gross Gore.
Growing on YouTube and building a
Thank you, Macra, for 8 months.
Lifestyle he could be proud of. As in his worldview, if he isn't rich and famous, he's a waste of life, loser, nobody.
And it's like, well, I don't want to fucking throw in a towel and go work at McDonald's. I don't want to be a 30-year-old man working at McDonald's. I want to be a somebody. I want to be a YouTube. I want to be a YouTube goddamn star. I want to be a YouTube streamer. I want to be a somebody, man.
It's the dropping the camera. It's the one taking, and then it's just the ocean of spit leaving his mouth.
The issue is, and probably always will be, that if you've grown up on the internet, getting hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, making tons of money,
like seeing Gross Gore spit everywhere with saliva, it just reminds me of the opening of Osmosis Jones.
You probably cannot do anything wrong in your head. You're always correct. Everyone else is always against you. The system, the world, the people. Gross Gore has no concept of the saying, if everywhere you go it smells like shit, time to check your shoes. He believes he's the victim of cancel culture, not the victims of his actions meeting their rightful consequences. He seems to forget that you are allowed mistakes, and he's evidence of this. He returned from the original mistakes, but when you constantly make them, be given enough rope to prove that you haven't grown or been humbled by them, why would anybody extend you more chances to repeat the cycle? It seems at this stage he's happy to refuse to change, only
Okay. Someone donated again, pretending to be my mum. And I think because of how out of touch this joke is, I think it actually is my mum. Hang on, I'll play it.
Hello Prio. It's me. Your mom. When are you coming home? YouTube is dying and Twitch Earl broke up with you. Commenting on YouTube drama is a fat hell.
Did you hear how much the TTS was struggling to even get that sentence out because of how poor the grammar was? I give that a D-. See me after class. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Come on. Come on, Mom, you gotta do better than that. That's embarrassing.
To make empty promises and placate his ego by blaming others. Maybe he's unaware that you're unlikely to change people or the world, but the one thing you can change is yourself.
I don't care. Get to the cock bit. I don't care.
And the way that you adapt to
cock.
Now to round all of this off.
Yes.
And bang home the point of inconsistency. If you're familiar with the Gross Score saga, you've likely seen this video.
One of the things I want to be talking about today is cuckery. Okay, because I know right now on the internet, the term cuck is used as an insult. Why?
Ali has been incredibly outspoken in recent months about him and his girlfriend's lifestyle. He claims to love that she does OnlyFans and really...
Again, I do want to say, it's fair, right? I mean, again, I'm not ever going to be able to judge whatever anyone's into ever again, which is fine. But I'm still going to do it anyway. Like, it's more just the fact that it's Gross Score doing this. You know, and how he's trying to sell that it's like something for intellectuals. And it's Gross Score. I just saw one of the comments. I'm not reading that out.
Enjoys watching other men have sex with her in front of him. But since Ali's life as Gross Score is so perpetually online, due to his choice to publish it all, we don't have to go back too far to see that things may not be as good as they seem.
She's joined that website. I'm proud of her, and I hope she does really well on there. She decided to make the account. I wanted her to do it half a year ago, and then recently she wanted to do it, so she went and did it.
Now I'll ask you, does that look like the face and tone of a man that's happy his partner is doing OnlyFans? He posted a follow-up video to this after she'd been on the site for just 5 days, confirming that he's having issues with her being super busy chatting to other men who want to have sex with her and fulfilling their private requests for personal content. He also frequently posted on Twitter talking about being terrified of her leaving him for another man who had more money.
So he doesn't like the girlfriend doing OnlyFans content and being personal with other men, which is totally fair. Oh, what? So that was like the cuck awakening?
Was more attractive and was more successful, which wouldn't be too hard right now since he was working less than ever before.
I like how you can always tell it's a bad tweet because you look at the bottom right and you see the hidden replies icon. Every time I look at a tweet that's viral, I look at the bottom right, my eyes dart there instantly.
Or seemingly in deep depression and had no idea how to get back to where he wanted to be. Now, not long after this, in fact only a couple months of being clearly distressed by the scenario, he was posting about being very happy that other men were involved in the relationship with his girlfriend.
So we have this pact in our relationship where we won't ever do anything with another woman, but I will admit this right now, we have had a lot of threesomes, and we've had a fair few amount of foursomes as well, all guys.
This sounds like Will Smith. This sounds like Will Smith talking about his relationship.
Which is, of course, known on the internet as being a cuck.
I'm not the type of cuck that would sit in a closet and watch and jerk off while watching my missus get ploughed. Now, I'm going to be completely honest again, I have done that.
Essentially...
It's just the Gross Score way of explaining it, man. Oh, I'm actually crying.
The internet as being a cuck.
I'm not the type of cuck that would sit in a closet.
I'm not the type of cuck that would sit in a closet and jerk off and watch while my missus gets ploughed.
And watch and jerk off while watching my missus get ploughed. Now, I'm going to be completely honest again, I have done that.
Essentially...
And then he goes, to be honest, I have done that.
The Gross Score thought his rebranded new direction of content would benefit from having a 33-minute long video explaining how not insecure he is about the whole...
I'm not the type of cuck to just sit in a closet and jerk off and watch while my missus gets ploughed. But I'll be honest, I've done it before.
Situation, which is, of course, ironic. Now, there are some context...
He contradicted himself immediately. Yeah, no, he's the definition of having an argument in your own head, and both sides come out at the same time.
Actual elements to this that confused me while researching the finer details of this story, such as Gross Score stating, when he was banned on Twitch, to having £35,000 in cash, which he spent drinking across multiple months before meeting Safi, which is...
Thank you, T Ultimate, for joining.
...is his girlfriend. He got himself in £4,500 worth of credit card debt on top of this and was earning less than £1,000 per month. But since his girlfriend started OnlyFans, his credit card debt has vanished, and they are doing great financially to the point he hardly streams, doesn't make videos, and outright refuses to get a job. This means despite claiming...
So he's literally just living off her now. That's all he's doing. Unless he's got an actual IRL job, but I don't imagine he does.
...to go 50-50 on bills, it's almost certain that he is a kept man, and she's paying for them both in the relationship. Which I'm not saying to disparage him in any kind of way or say that there's anything wrong with that. If they're happy with the situation, more...
Yeah, again, it's like, I don't really think that's a bad thing, but it's more just kind of sad how it's a fall from grace. Because he was making, like, you know, upwards of like 40k a month, and then he drops to like $1,000. Yeah, that's... I don't think anyone likes to see that.
Power to them, but it seems odd to go from...
Especially like when he was buying the Jaguars and stuff as well. Like, what? What?
Depressed that men speak to your girlfriend and insecure she might leave, to letting men who she meets on OnlyFans come over and have sex with her.
We've also met people on nights out as well, and we've gotten to know them.
So OnlyFans, nights out, and my friends. Fans even.
It doesn't make a ton...
Oh, that was... Hello? Okay, what was that last bit?
She meets on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, nights out, and my friends. Fans even.
It doesn't make a...
My friends and fans. Fuck my girlfriend. Okay, I mean, I respect it. I respect how... You know, you see those memes of like intrusive thoughts 1? I think with Gross Gore it's reversed, so it's like normal thoughts 1. And that is like such a small fraction of everything he says. Thank you, Vibes, for joining.
A ton of sense to swap up so quickly, but maybe he just had a change of heart in that short span of time. It is of course also possible he thinks doing this will prevent her leaving him for another man, if she can just have any other man she wants anyway. This factor also plays into why he likely won't be with other women, despite that being a much fairer arrangement. Now you might be thinking that the bad stuff ends there, but of course no. The reason his girlfriend even started OnlyFans in the first place is because Gross Gore begged her to do so, even manipulated and guilt-tripped her, of course, live on stream.
That is such a missed opportunity for you. You could have so much in your life, but okay, I'll continue to make £100 a day, and we're scraped by.
His girlfriend and his entire chat is calling him out the whole time for this behavior.
Yeah, I don't know why you would like do that in front of... Like his audience are going to be mostly little, like, sweaty gamer boys, right? So why would you then, like... Because iDubbbz got absolutely eaten alive for iDubbbz's wife having... Because when iDubbbz's wife got an OnlyFans, he got eaten alive for that. And then he made that video trying to defend it, which he deleted now. I don't know why you would think live streaming that in front of like a predominantly male audience. They're going to be like, yeah, she should get an... Oh, she's well fit. Gross Gore, can I sleep with your wife?
And he constantly shouts at them, looking like a child who got denied candy at the store while doing so. She then 5 months later decided on her own to start doing OnlyFans, though with a different arrangement. Originally, he was suggesting they split her income 50.
So, if he wasn't doing it for money, he was doing it for sexual gratification then, because he's into the cooking thing.
50, as if he was managing her career in some kind of way, but now made a point to state in a recent video that it was her account and she was keeping 100% of the money, though of course, she is paying for the majority of the bills. It's also worth noting, to play into the insecurity factor and why maybe this is going on, that Gross Gore's ex-girlfriend, who he also convinced to do OnlyFans, did eventually do well and then leave him, which is likely why things have turned out the way they have this time.
Date a girl that does Patreon OnlyFans. Don't date a girl that sells her nudes or whatever. Don't do it, because you'll get made fun of, you get called cuck. If you're a guy who will allow other men to jerk off to your missus, get your head scanned.
My last point is that there is a stark contrast between...
Is he talking to Twitch chat, or is he just talking to himself? I don't even understand there.
Between who Ali Lawson thinks he is and who Gross Gore actually is.
I've just acted crazy and stupid and angry in the past for attention, because I just thought no one would like watching me for who I am today. Shut up and go away.
This is actually the left and right hemisphere of Gross Gore's brains talking to each other. This is the left side, the logical side.
I just thought no
and then the right side takes over, just starts swearing and abusing himself.
one would like watching me for who I am today. Shut up and go away. Shut the up and go away. Get off my feed. Get off, follow me. I've blocked you, bruv. I've blocked you. You're watching this. You're a freak. Piss off, you fucking freak. Freak. You fucking freak. Freak.
For context, all this man did was tell Ali to stop starving himself and to stop promoting it, instead to just exercise and eat healthily. But this is the true Gross Gore, a man who claims to have changed, who is calm, and who deserves—
You little freak! You freak!
Yet another chance in the limelight.
Is bro bipolar? I unironically think he did actually make a video saying he's got bipolar. Like, I'm not even doing that as like a funny. I think he did actually come out saying he got diagnosed with bipolar like years and years ago.
So at the end of it all, we ask the question, is this the end of Gross Gore's story? And I'll say absolutely not. In fact, this video could have been 2 to 3 times longer and changes with every day. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. The internet is all he knows. He's still going to keep lazily trying to get back to who he thinks he should be, rich and—
Has he uploaded? I uploaded a day ago. I want you to meet someone. I don't care. Oh no, he's doing little updates still. He's doing little updates. Interview cook relationship. Cook relationship. It's like, you know, you'll talk about how you're not getting any views and you don't understand, but then you'll upload videos like Rate Our Xmas Dinner 2022. I'm actually amazed they even got 11,000 views. I'm actually amazed. Rate Our Xmas Dinner. I too would upload a video called Rate My Xmas Dinner. Okay, I think I'm gonna end stream now, guys, because I'm gonna go play the forest or something with some mates, I think. But yeah, I think as this is a shorter stream, I can probably stream again tomorrow. And there is a video coming out on Pyro Live where I'm streaming now in like a little bit, the video on the forest. But yeah, thank you guys for joining.